Did you know there's one major mistake that could completely ruin your mobility? And the worst part, most people don't even realize they're doing it. So in this video, I am going to share the one thing you absolutely can't ignore if you want to improve your mobility, if you want to go from here to here and even here. Plus, I'll break down the steps you need to take to fix it and a simple routine that you can start following at the end of this video. But before we get to the solution, we need to understand what can influence your mobility and range of motion. Here's the thing, your brain and the nervous system will decide your range of motion. They simply prioritize safety over flexibility. And as a result, if your body doesn't feel strong and stable in a certain position, it'll tighten up your muscles as a protective mechanism. Think about it like this. Imagine you're walking on a shaky bridge. Even if you want to move forward, your brain will instinctively hold you back because it doesn't feel safe. Each time when your friend starts jumping on that bridge, the bridge starts shaking and you feel you need to stand still to gain stability and control. The exact same thing happens in your body. Without stability and control, our nervous system won't allow full mobility and full range of motion, no matter how much we stretch. Simply stretching and hoping for the best isn't going to do it. We need to work on strength and stability to get the most out of our mobility gains. Here's a step-by-step routine to build the strength and control you need for big mobility gains. Step 1, build strength in your end range of motion. To improve your mobility, we need to focus on building strength where it matters the most, at the edges of your range of motion. This isn't about passive stretching, but actively controlling your movement. A great example is the 90-90 hip lift. Sit on the ground in a 90-90 position, one leg in front with a bent knee, the other behind you in the same position. From here, try lifting your back leg off the ground while keeping your posture tall. It's harder than it looks, but it strengthens your hip flexors and improves control in those deep ranges of motion. Hold for 3 to 5 seconds and repeat, say 5 times on each side. Building this kind of strength is key to unlocking mobility that lasts. Step 2, incorporate nerve flossing. The femoral nerve runs through the front of your thigh. It's another key player in mobility, especially when it comes to hip flexors and quadriceps, your thigh muscles. If this nerve feels restricted, it can limit your ability to move freely. The first time I discovered this, it was such a game changer. Wherever you are in your mobility journey, neural flossing can't be missed if you want to get the most out of your mobility work. Here's a simple flossing technique to release this nerve. Start in a 90-90 low lunge position with one knee forward and the other knee on the ground. Gently tuck your pelvis under and tuck your chin rounding through your upper back. From here, you're going to slowly lift your gaze as you start to shift into the stretch, then bring your chin towards your chest as you shift back. Repeat this motion 8 to 10 times, keeping the movement slow and controlled and only moving to the point of sensation. Think 20% with nerve glides, not maximum effort. This technique helps your femoral nerve glide smoothly, reducing tightness and improving mobility in your hips and thighs. You can even do a before and after check to see if it works in your body. Step 3, use PNF techniques. So PNF, it stands for proprioceptive neuromuscular facilitation. You don't need to remember that. But this technique combines stretching with muscle activation to improve your range of motion faster and more effectively. Here's how it works. Come into a forward fold and gently press your hands against your shins or thighs, creating light resistance. Hold that resistance for 5 to 10 seconds, then release and see if you can fold a little bit deeper. By activating the muscles, you're signaling to your nervous system that it's safe to move further. Repeat this 2 to 3 times and you can be amazed at how much more space you create with each round. Active stretches like this aren't just about flexibility, they're about teaching your body to move with control and strength. There you have it. Now you know exactly how to get most out of mobility work. Of course, we can't miss the hamstrings in our mobility work, so you might want to check out this video here where I share exactly how to get rid of your tight hammies. And lastly, don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. I'd love to hear what resonated with you. Let's get you moving better than ever.